All right, so as you guys know, I've got my son's other car in the shop. I just did a video on that, and I'm releasing this video pretty much right after that. I wanted to go ahead and get this car completely ready to roll in case he needed to have an extra vehicle to drive. This is our 1986 Mercedes 560 SL. When I bought this car, I actually bought this car from the same guy that sold me the black SL. Right now it currently has about 102,000 miles on it. When I purchased it with my son, it had approximately 92,000 miles. So in the last couple years, we've put about 10,000 miles on the vehicle. It's pretty much performed very well. The only thing that's really wrong with this vehicle is the radio. Apparently that radio is very common to fail. It's probably a fuse, probably a wire connection, not exactly sure, but other than that, this vehicle is actually done very well. It's in very good condition. There's no cracks on the dash. It's pretty much sitting in a warehouse of a friend's business, and my son was actually the one that found it, and we made him an offer, and he was really gracious to sell it to us at a good price. Our intentions are to keep this vehicle and the other one as well, but this one I do want to do a little bit of work as far as just changing that radio out or getting it to work. Just hadn't really put a lot of time into it because it works so well. There's just not a lot of reasons to invest a lot of time. Some other people, what they do is essentially, I've got a speaker, big portable speaker that you can put in the back, and just if you want to listen to music, that's kind of what we've been doing. And I actually found a couple other people that do the same thing. My goal here today, as I believe I said, was to go ahead and do an oil change on the vehicle, so that this vehicle can be ready to drive in case my other son needs to use it for some reason. He's going to be coming home for Thanksgiving, and we wanted to get that, at least I wanted to get that knocked out. There's no body damage on the vehicle. The rims, pretty common that the rims kind of fade over time. Don't know if you guys can see that. It's kind of a split which way to go if you want to replace the rims or get them refinished. It's almost exactly the same price, just depending on, I guess, what your motivation would be to want to do anything to it. But like I said, this has been a pretty good car. I can't believe that we got it for such a good deal. If in this condition, I definitely think it's got some decent value to it, and we don't have a lot in it. But so we're going to change the oil today. This thing, I believe, needs about 8 to 9 quarts. It's a pretty easy oil change, pretty simple setup. I'll take you guys underneath. So here we go. So that's the oil filter right there. The oil plug uses that European system right there. This is your oil pan, I believe, and that's your oil plug. We'll pull that plug and drain the oil into this pan. Once I drain it, I've got an oil filter to pick up at O'Reilly's later. I'll show you guys that in a little bit. Change it out to the European oil. I'll show you what that is that I'm putting in here. I've seen a couple different recommendations, but I'll show you what I'm putting in there and kind of take it from there. I don't think this has got any huge oil leaks. If you see any oil under this car, I took it to Valvoline in High Point, and I was sadly disappointed that they forgot to put the oil cap back on the car about a year ago, and got oil all over the engine and all over the inside of the vehicle, which we ended up having to clean up. They didn't even clean it. So I'd like to put a negative shout out to the Valvoline in High Point. They did not do a very good job. I called the district manager, called the location manager. No one would call me back, so we pretty much ended up just cleaning it up ourselves. To be honest with you, thought that was pretty crappy, but not one to kind of throw shade at other companies, but to not call somebody back and at least talk to me about it. I wasn't asking for anything unreasonable, but I feel like if you forget to put the oil cap back in the car, you're responsible to kind of clean it up a little bit. But the oil that I'm going to be putting in there, got it in the back of my wife's car. It's going to be that right there. European Car Formula 0W40. Like I said, I've seen a couple of different options, but that's what I'm going to be going with. I'll kind of walk you guys through it as I do it, but it should be pretty simple and straightforward. Okay, go ahead and pause the video and get into it. Alright, just got back from the parts store. I can tell you, at least on my particular vehicle, that socket is a T70. You can get that at, I got this at O'Reilly's, I'm sure you can get this anywhere, but mine is the star shape. Hope you guys can see that pretty clearly. So that's what mine is. Yours might be something different. We're gonna go ahead and loosen that up, let the oil out. After we let the oil out up there, we're then going to go ahead and take the oil filter out, drain everything, and we'll come back to you as we're going. Pause it. Alright, so here we go. I've already loosened it up some, and see what happens. It's going to start coming out of there pretty soon. Try not to panic when that happens. For a change, I'm actually wearing gloves. I'm the worst at that. I don't know if anybody else does the same kind of crap. So what's the bet that this thing is going to shoot out a little ways? Let's see what happens, guys. Okay, not that bad. Added some black oil. I checked the level before I did all this, guys, and it was actually quite low. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Hold a second. I did not unplug this thing. I closed it back up. That's a rookie move. That's a rookie move. Okay, hold on. Alright, so I got the oil out. I actually forgot to take that plug right there out of there and almost flooded the oil all over my garage floor, which that was just a real rookie move there, so don't ever do that. So I got the oil out, I let it drain for probably 10-15 minutes, wiped off all the excess oil, kind of put the plug back in just as a placeholder right now, and now I'm going to go here and remove, I believe that's where the oil filter is, right there. I'm using the Gator. Don't fuss at me for using that. I just didn't feel like trying to figure out what nut that was, but I'm pretty sure it's, you know, 1/2 inch or something like that. If I figure that out, I'll let you guys know at the bottom of the video, but I'll go ahead and get that off. Let's see here. So the Gator basically fits anything, but you got to be careful whenever using the Gator. That's how we actually cracked the valve cover on my SL500. Just they use this, and if you put it on unevenly, it actually cracked the top of the valve cover when my kids were trying to remove it. So don't do that if you don't know what you're doing. Get the right tool for the right job. So there we go. Here we go. Let's see. Hopefully it won't drop. So that's it right there. I'm gonna let it set in the pan and then pull this whole thing out for us. So that's it right there, guys. So this inside piece, that's what comes out. Of course that remains, so I'm gonna clean all this up, put it back together. This right here is the new filter. Got it all at O'Reilly's. Part number. I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead to this being cleaned out. Okay. So I just separated them. Right now I haven't cleaned anything. I thought you guys might want to see what the old one looked like. I'm definitely going to clean this out as best I can, just in case there's some sort of metal shavings or anything like that inside the container before I put everything back together. If you guys appreciate videos like this, because once again I do this because it's sometimes difficult to find these kind of detail jobs, and maybe you don't have an exact same copy of your vehicle, but maybe something similar. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. So let's go ahead and get it cleaned up. So I'm letting the last bit of oil drain out of there. This is the new oil filter. That will go back. What's up? Okay. So I put everything back together, cleaned everything off the case. I put the new filter inside. It comes with a rubber gasket on the outside of this thing right there. I did go ahead and put some oil on that gasket. Actually dipped it in the oil, rotated it, and then put the new gasket back into the oil filter container, which I'm about to put back in. So that goes right back up in there. I cleaned off some excess oil, the oil that was there. I think I'm going to go ahead and wipe some clean oil on that, just so that we get a nice, no dirt on there. I'm just going to go ahead and make sure that's clean and go ahead and reinstall it. I was able to get it in with my own hand. Definitely hard to do this stuff without. Let's go ahead and get this wrench going in the right direction. Go ahead and get it on here. So got it all tightened. I'm sure you don't want to over tighten this thing. Did not use a torque wrench or anything, but I definitely would say not to over tighten it. While I'm down here, I'm going to go ahead and get this back in as well. Clean that off completely, and then we should be good to go. So let's go ahead and get that done. Alright, so got that T70 back together again. Got everything tightened. Go ahead and tighten it down. I did that the last time too. It got loose before it got tight again. I don't want to over tighten it. Like I said, but I'm getting it on it pretty tight. Alright, so that's not coming out of there. I'm going to clean it up. Alright, so that's done. That's in there pretty good. That's in there. We're going to put it in top of the engine right there. Do not know why other people haven't really just showed that, but that's what we're going to do. So we're going to put it in right there. Like I said earlier, I got so many mixed messages. I'm not recommending what you should do, but this is what I'm putting in into my vehicle. Is European Formula 040. Okay, I've seen 5, I've seen 10, 40, I've seen so many different other options, but once again, this is the one that I'm putting in. I've seen a couple people recommend this particular one. I think this is what my auto repair shop puts in as well, so we're just going to go with it and see how it goes. Definitely beats that black sludge that was in there. for a car this size. Definitely a lot of oil. Before I keep this thing running, I want to check the oil level again when the vehicle's level. So let's see what that's doing. Pressure looks good. Thank you guys for tuning in to the end of the video. Really appreciate it. Once again, one of the reasons why I did this video was I did not see a lot of videos on oil changes for this particular model. And I wanted to kind of see how it would go. Went really easy, probably 45 minutes. The next time I'll probably be able to get this done in probably 30 minutes. So overall, I was pretty pleased with the process. And the main reason why I did it myself was the last time I did it with Valvoline here in High Point. It actually, they actually forgot to put the oil cap cover back on the vehicle, which made a huge mess in the engine bay. I called them multiple times, both the local office and their district manager, and nobody ever called me back. All I really wanted them to do was basically clean the engine bay back up, and they didn't do it. So I didn't want to deal with anything like that this time. I figured it would be pretty easy to get done, and it was. If you guys like content like this, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Thank you guys for tuning in again, and have a great day.